I want you to recall the last time you felt misunderstood. Maybe it was an argument with your partner. Maybe a conflict at work. What did you do? If you were like most men, you started talking. You wrote a paragraph of text. You listed your reasons. You laid out the logic, point by point, desperate for them to see your perspective. You thought you were communicating, but to the primitive brain, you were doing something else entirely. You were submitting. Here's a cold, hard truth. If you have to explain who you are not that person. The moment you start over-explaining, you subconsciously frame the interaction as a courtroom. You make them the judge, and you make yourself a defendant. And the defendant is never the powerful man in the room. Look at nature. Look at the hierarchy of wolves or primates, or even ancient human tribes. Who explains themselves to whom? The child explains to the parent. The employee explains to the boss. The private explains to the general. Explanation is an upward flow of information. It flows from the subordinate to the leader. When you apologize for things that aren't your fault, or when you over-justify your decisions to a woman, you're sending a biological signal that screams, I am below you. Please accept my excuse so I can feel safe. You think you are being nice. She instinctively feels you are weak, and biology has no mercy for weakness. Psychologists call this the J.A.D.E mechanism. Justify, argue, defend, explain. It is a shield used by men who are terrified of judgment. You are terrified that if you are misunderstood, you will be abandoned. So you talk. You fill the silence with noise. But in the realm of attraction and power, information is currency, and you are causing hyperinflation. When you dump all your thoughts, all your trauma, and all your reasons on the table, you devalue yourself. You become cheap stock. Attraction requires mystery. It requires a shadow. By over-explaining, you turn on all the bright lights in the room. You kill the shadow. You kill the intrigue. You become boringly, painfully predictable. Society lied to you. From the moment you entered school, you were trained to show your work, to answer when spoken to be a good boy who follows instructions. They told you that communication is key. But there is a difference between communication and submission. A king communicates his will. A servant explains his mistakes. If you are constantly worried about being taken the wrong way, you are a slave to other people's specialized perception of you. You are handing them the remote control to your emotions. So, how do we break the cycle? We embrace strategic ambiguity. The next time you are tested, the next time you feel the urge to launch into a defense, stop, take a breath, look them in the eye, and say nothing. Or simply say, no, I can't make it. Not, I can't make it because my car broke down and my mom is sick. Just, I can't make it. Notice the power in that period. When you remove the explanation, you force the other person to deal with your boundary, not your excuse. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. Learn to be comfortable in it, and watch how the world leans in to listen